Greetings to our network audience, which joins us for another great main event from the Hollywood Legion Stadium in Hollywood, California. And you're here just in time to see what should be an outstanding tag team match. Sandor Szabo and Dr. Lee Grable meeting Gino Garibaldi and Sockeye Jack McDonald. And the referees are on the way into the ring here. Right behind us is Mike Ruby. He'll be joined by Cecil Payne as the second referee. And in just a moment, Mr. Wrestling himself, Jules Strongbow, former World's Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, a great guy, a fellow who really knows his wrestling, will be making ring introductions. And by the way, as you know, if you've been with us on preceding weeks when we've covered wrestling here in Hollywood for you, that's Cecil Payne going by, you'll know that Jules Strongbow will be with us between falls, so we'll have an opportunity to get his very learned dissertations on just what has happened during the action in the ring. Jules is not quite set, but as I look up, he is set. So, all right, let's have ring introductions. Here he is, Jules Strongbow, all ready to go.
This is your main event of the evening, a tag team match. Best two falls out of three with a 1-hour time limit. Introducing in the black corner, first, weighing 225 pounds, that Oregon lumberjack, Jack McDonald. His partner tonight, weighing 221 pounds, formerly of New York City, but now calling La Cañada his home, Gino Garibaldi. Their opponents in the white corner, first weighing 216 pounds, the Arizona heavyweight wrestling champion, the amazing Dr. Lee Grable. Dr. Grable's partner tonight, weighing 219 pounds, 3 times heavyweight wrestling champion of the world, Sandor Szabo. Sandor Szabo calls Santa Monica, California his home. We have 2 referees for this tag team tonight, Cecil Payne and Mike Ruby.
So the 2 referees take over here to give the final instructions. Of instructions, even Jules Strongbow in on the instructions too. We'll talk about the fist, the elbow, what have you. You got some rugged, strong boys in there. The smallest, of course, is Dr. Grable, but you remember he has the famous hypnotic power. All the State Athletic Commission has complained a great deal about the use of that. Matter of fact, has warned the doctor about trying to hypnotize an opponent, and don't think you can't do it. Because one night here at the Hollywood Legion Stadium, he gave a hypnotic demonstration after the conclusion of the wrestling card. Not only hypnotized about 20 subjects in the ring, hypnotized people all over the arena, and in addition, hypnotized people who were watching on television. Starting, Gino Garibaldi against Dr. Grable. Gino Garibaldi gets off to his usual wild and rugged beginning. Takedown, and Garibaldi goes into the ropes. But not enough for a break. Dr. Grable puts a leg under the ropes, and they will break now. Side headlock again, another hip roll takedown. Rolls Garibaldi up on those shoulders for a 2 count, but that's all. Well, we got Garibaldi right there between Dr. Grable and his partner, Sandor Szabo, but nothing happened. I might explain, under the rules of the California State Athletic Commission, only one member of either team is allowed in the ring at any one time. However, once in a while somebody gets in there now and then. However, only one member can legally be in the ring. His partner must stay in the team's corner and must at all times must have one hand on the top turnbuckle, or at least the referees will insist on it. They start to wander around. Must have both feet on the canvas and reach over the top rope with the other hand, touch hands with their partner in order to replace them in the ring. Dr. Grable has a key-locked top wrist lock here on Gino Garibaldi. Sockeye Jack McDonald had just a thought about coming into the ring here to try to help Gino out. Gino is in a little bit of trouble. However, Gino now has gotten himself out of his own trouble. Grable has a top headlock and snaps some air. But he's in a bad position again. He went too far with it. Gino Garibaldi takes over. Ooh, look out. He's got a chin lock that may be down in the throat. A little hard to tell. That knee right in the forehead. Knee again. Look out. Dr. Grable wants to tag. Just missed on a tag with Sandor Szabo. Here comes a slam and a forearm smash. And Dr. Grable had one of his own, and Sockeye Jack McDonald almost spoiled things too. You know, Garibaldi's getting a working over. I don't think he expected, and cautiously looks at Sandor Szabo as he went by. Side headlock and the hip roll takedown again, and Gino Garibaldi takes over control of the situation. Hammerlock. Dr. Grable with the hold. Grable now goes around in a reverse position in the hammerlock and starts to work on the hand, and Sockeye Jack McDonald has a notion, started out of his corner, but Mike Ruby, one of the two referees right there, make sure it doesn't happen. Gino Garibaldi trying to reverse pin here. Look out, Cecil Payne, one of the other referee right in the middle of things for the moment. Still in the hammerlock, and a tag. Sockeye Jack McDonald comes in, starts right in on Dr. Grable. Ooh, a top headlock, a rough, tough one here. Mike Ruby was having a little trouble shooing Gino Garibaldi out of the ring. Famous Garibaldi family has a son, Leo, currently in the Air Force, so he's not wrestling, and he has a brother, Chick, also is a wrestler of renown. And Sockeye Jack McDonald, who keeps busy here working on Dr. Grable, is making it a little rough. Break is being ordered because there's pressure on the throat. Comes right back to take the hold once again, and is in an argument with Mike Ruby now as to whether the hold is good or not. Gino Garibaldi over the ropes to get in a little extra action here. Dr. Grable is really in the meat grinder. Sockeye Jack McDonald goes to work on Dr. Grable with forearm smashes and tags, and now he's going to let Gino Garibaldi. Dr. Grable tried to stagger over to tag Sandor Szabo. Hasn't had a chance to come in here yet. I think there'll be a tag now. There is. Sandor Szabo comes in over the top rope and takes over on Gino Garibaldi, and just in time because Dr. Grable was in big, big trouble. Garibaldi doesn't realize that Dr. Grable has been able to leave the ring because of the tag. And here comes Sockeye Jack McDonald in too. Dr. Grable goes on wrestling, but of course he should be sent out of the ring. And he's a little confused by all the punishment. Now I think the picture becomes a little clearer for Gino Garibaldi also. So Sockeye Jack McDonald explains, come on, boy. It's the 3 times former world champion and Olympic wrestling champion, Sandor Szabo, that you have to face. Side headlock. Oh, wait a minute. He threw Garibaldi out there against Sockeye Jack McDonald. And we almost lost Garibaldi among the cash customers. Under California rules, the man is thrown off the ring apron, which Garibaldi almost was. The match is halted, the purses are impounded, and a hearing is held. Sockeye Jack McDonald recovered slightly, and Gino Garibaldi somehow staggered back in and got himself an inside flat toe hold. Up like a Christmas package now. And out of it comes Szabo with a top headlock. Szabo's got a chin lock on Garibaldi. Almost had Sockeye Jack McDonald in there again. That's what the crowd was shouting about. Well, Garibaldi breaks it, takes a step over toe hold. Well, now how tangled up can you get? Garibaldi is frowning at some of the ringsiders who applauded the fine work of Szabo on that. Arm tuck takedown. Sockeye Jack McDonald moves over to be a little closer to possible opportunities for a little extracurricular activity from outside the ring. And kicks away at Szabo after he got a side head scissors. Lock. Gino Garibaldi with a hold. Takes down. What a judo chop that was. And done by a man who's about as expert at it as anybody in the United States these days. The possible exception of Mr. Moto, the famous Japanese sumo wrestler. Nobody can do a judo chop any better than Sandor Szabo. Look at that. Top headlock. Lockfield. Look at these lockfields. Garibaldi goes to work on Szabo. Referees are both trying to check to see if there's any hindrance to the breathing. A tag. Dr. Grable comes in and walks right into Gino Garibaldi. And topside for 1, and 2, and 3, and the first fall, Gino Garibaldi. Gino Garibaldi takes the first fall for the team of Gino Garibaldi and Sockeye Jack McDonald. But we're just underway in our tag team main event. Let's hear from Jules on the time.
In the time of 10 minutes, 20 seconds with rolling face locks and a body press, the team of Gino Garibaldi and Jack McDonald takes the first fall.
Well, the crowd gives the announcement a mixed reception here. And now let's hear a most important word about a most important subject. course, we may go home early tonight if this keeps up, huh?
Sure it does. That's right. I hadn't thought about it, but it sure looks like it because that's about the quickest first fall we've had in a tag team match in some time, because in a tag team match, it usually takes them about 10 minutes to get warmed up and feel one another out a little.
And, you know, the last time, matter of fact, the first time they ever wrestled as a team, I was very much impressed with Dr. Grable and Miss Sandor. I thought they had the makings of a real combination.
They certainly do, but they're going to have to get moving tonight because they're getting nowhere fast. Incidentally, I'd like to compliment the referees a little there. I think that they are watching everything closely, although at the same time they're allowing the boys a little more freedom in there and letting them get at one another a little more, and they're not quite tying up the boys as fast and as hard as they usually do.
Well, that's the way we like to see it, isn't it?
That's right. It gives more of a wide open type of tag team match, and that's what the original idea of tag teams was, to speed up the type of wrestling. In other words, when one wrestler becomes a little tired or a little under the weather, he can tag a fresh opponent. They come in, and the overall picture is supposed to be one of much more speed and action. And if the referees tie him up, why, that slows up the speed and action. So consequently tonight, why, we're seeing a little more wide open type of tag team.
We are. Thank you, Jules. We'll see you after the next fall.
Right.
Mr. Wrestling himself down here to join us at ringside. Now let's go with the action in the ring. Because here we go for that second fall, and it could be the deciding fall. And look out. Sockeye Jack McDonald starts right off. And Sandor Szabo reverses instead. And wait a minute. Gino Garibaldi spoiled his famous Hackenschmidt toe hold. And right again with the lock fields. And again, this time, Sandor is far enough away that Gino can't spoil it. And Gino shakes his head at Sockeye Jack McDonald, who calls for help and needs it. Because this is a specialty of Gino Garibaldi. We might have a very fast second fall. Sockeye is trying to make it to his corner now, inching along in the canvas. That tag won't be allowed because Gino Garibaldi was standing on the bottom rope for one thing, was not holding the turnbuckle for another. He did reach over the top rope. Wow. Sandor Szabo winds up that leg. And Sockeye Jack McDonald will tell you he's not the most limber man in the world. He starts his move again. Try to inch along over to where Gino Garibaldi is in hopes that he can tag him. Now Gino starts to climb the ropes. Let's see if they're going to allow the tag. It is all right, they say, and in comes Gino Garibaldi. Dr. Grable is complaining the tag was made with Gino standing on the ropes. But anyway, on top side now, Gino Garibaldi takes a figure four, head scissors. This is a hold he'll have a lot of trouble with because the tendency is for the leg across the chin to slip down on the throat. And Mike Ruby comes in to check. Says it's all right. Figure four. Hooked under the chin, not on the throat. That was on the throat, say the referees, so the hold is broken. Sandor Szabo gets loose in the moment.
What are you trying to do? You think you're smart? Walking in the room?
Unhappy about some of the things that happen in the ring. Szabo rips at the face. And Garibaldi takes a side headlock, but here goes. Whoa, Szabo slammed Garibaldi over. He tried to throw a forearm smash to Dr. Grable. He missed. Dr. Grable got a light tap in, too. Garibaldi says something about what he's going to do to Szabo and Dr. Grable both. On the ropes here. A little slap in the back of the neck. And a warning for Dr. Grable. He couldn't resist the temptation to slam him with a rabbit punch. Garibaldi with side headlock. Everybody has a side headlock, but Garibaldi's turns out to be the better one. To the ropes. Uh-oh, look out. Where are we going? Wait a minute. Look out. Szabo got himself right in the middle of things here. So he's feathering a little bit. Get himself out of trying to get out of this scissored reverse Nelson. Time. Minutes gone. Garibaldi the side headlock. Bearing down, and Szabo trying to work his way out of it, but they're to the ropes, and there'll be a break. Look out, there was a collision. Gino Garibaldi managed to tag and brings in Sockeye Jack McDonald. He rolled to his corner. There's the tag. Dr. Grable comes in. Szabo much the worse for wear, had to be helped out of the ring. But Sockeye takes right over where he left off on Szabo with a punishing headlock. Grable down in the wrong corner. Hip roll takedown, and Sockeye Jack McDonald takes over. So Dr. Grable comes up to the ropes. Watch it. What a tackle. Did you see that? Look at that. Sockeye Jack McDonald is really catching it, and Gino Garibaldi walks into a drop kick. This may be the second fall. It is. To get a Dr. Grable. It's all over for the second fall, and it is a fall apiece. And that's what they're trying to convince Gino Garibaldi. He doesn't want to be convinced. Let's get the time from Jules.
In the time of 12 minutes, 16 seconds with drop kicks and a body press, the team of Dr. Lee Grable and Sandor Szabo takes the second fall.
At ringside, and here again is Mr. Wrestling, Jules Strongbow. Well,
Hey,
Jules,
this match is gathering speed as it goes along, isn't it?
when these big men move like that, it's like, well, it's like a couple of freight trains running into each other.
If this keeps picking up in the third fall like it has since the beginning of the match, we're really going to see some speed, action, and thrills in this thing before it's over with.
Say, I shouldn't overlook the little man in there. Dr. Grable, did you see those tackles on Sockeye Jack McDonald?
Certainly did. You say little man. Doctor weighs 216 pounds. However, these four fellows are all just about the same size. They're all within 9 pounds of one another.
Yeah, the heaviest looks smaller than the rest.
The heaviest man is McDonald at 225, and Dr. Grable's the lightest at 216. So they're all just about the same size, but they certainly are moving fast, aren't they?
You know, I think that something has happened to our wrestlers around here, because I've never seen such speed as we've had in the last few weeks.
Well, that's about right, I guess. I don't know. Dr. Grable attributes his speed to some new miracle drug that he has. I don't know what he's going to attribute this to tonight, but I know that here before he's He says he's really got what it takes now.
He calls them his jet pills, you know.
Yeah.
He takes off like a jet plane.
Yeah. I knew it was something like that he said about it. I didn't know just how he handled it. However, whatever it was, I'm telling you, the boy is highly improved wrestler. He's looking better every time out. When he left here, I think he was tired. He needed that rest in Honolulu, but he sure did come back with a lot of pep and spisserinctum, didn't he?
Yeah, he did indeed. It's getting so the competition's so rugged here at Hollywood that if you aren't in tip-top shape and a really great wrestler, you just don't last.
Well, that's the policy of the Hollywood Legion Stadium here, and promoter Hugh Nichols to bring the fastest and the best, greatest wrestlers in the business right here to the Legion Stadium. So when you see wrestling from Hollywood Legion, you're seeing the very best. You're not seeing some cast off from other arenas or something, but you're seeing the top men in the wrestling business.
And that's just the way we're going to keep on having it week after week, right?
That's right. That's the policy, and that's the promise of the Legion and the promoter, yeah.
Thank you, Jules. We'll see you after the match here.
Right.
Head scissors. Dr. Grable gets himself out of trouble. Grable working with the head scissors on Gino Garibaldi. Gino's head probably has begun to ache a little bit from that drive into the mat. Dr. Grable, however, has got to worry now. Had to break his hold, as a matter of fact, to get himself out of trouble. He's trying not to get under the ropes. He wants to wrestle his way out of it. Wait a minute. Gino is leading Dr. Grable over towards Sockeye Jack McDonald, who looks nonchalant, but isn't, I'm sure. Picture of absolute nonchalance, but then he drives a punch in there. They're ordering a break here because of the extra punching. And a kick by Sockeye Jack McDonald, and the referees are getting a little fed up with this. Now Dr. Grable is there, and again, Sockeye Jack McDonald is working on him. Well, he may not have to worry. Dr. Grable will take care of things. But he turned right back into a side headlock and another hip roll takedown by Gino Garibaldi. Dr. Grable trying to flail his way out of it. And does it. Look out. Well, Nelson. And a bump to Daisy, and there's something for Sockeye Jack McDonald, and a drop kick for Garibaldi. And another, Dr. Grable fell, look out. Fell hard, it's one. I thought he had lost the match right there. Garibaldi very happy to tag Sockeye Jack McDonald, and Dr. Grable, however, elects to stay in the ring. Forearm smash. Dr. Grable, a few surprises. Whoa, look out. Sockeye Jack McDonald, wish you were back in Oregon the way things are going. No, he caught up with the side headlock, and they've got the meat grinder going for the moment here. There's been a tag. Gino Garibaldi is in. Locks the veil. Trying to pin. There's another kick. Forward corner Nelson again. Dr. Grable just does not care to tag. He likes to wrestle. He listens to something that Szabo said and slams away. And here he comes back with further instructions. And he's working them. And, well, now he's going to let Szabo come in and go to work. Szabo starts in. Garibaldi hangs onto the rope, so Szabo is getting ready to try for a suplex. Can't do it. Wait a minute. Lockfield. Gino Garibaldi suddenly taking command of the situation when it looked like he might be in very bad trouble. Really working here. And a tag, and to see if Szabo is softened up enough or not. Sockeye Jack McDonald once again. Look at that! Dr. Grable pushed McDonald over, and there's his third and deciding fall. What do you know about that? There'll be a little unhappiness, I'm sure, from Gino Garibaldi, who saw it happen. Sockeye Jack McDonald pushed over backwards, fell on the back of his head. And Gino Garibaldi rushes up to Jules Strongbow. He's rushing everywhere. I don't know whether the complaints are going to do him any good or not. Dr. Grable's asking the ringsider, did you see me push? And, of course, they're all saying no, because they all happen to be fans of Dr. Grable. And Gino Garibaldi is saying, let's start over again. Referees are saying, no, we don't start over again. Dr. Grable and Sandor Szabo win. Now you see McDonald and Garibaldi asking the spectators, what did you see? They're getting very little help. It's pretty clear, but nobody seems to see.
In the time of 8 minutes, 26 seconds, the team of Dr. Lee Grable and Sandor Szabo, winner of the fall and the match. In other words, you boys don't want to count the fall.
No, we don't count that ball at all. We count back in the ring. One a ball apiece. Start it over again.
Look out for the microphone. We'll get it out of the way. And the argument carries on again. And I don't know just how long. Here's Sockeye Jack McDonald asking some of the ringsiders, didn't you see me push? Dr. Grable's calling the referees over to listen to some of the other ringsiders. And they're all denying it. But there's always a lot of action in the ring here at the Legion Stadium. Things are quieting down in the ring a little. What did you hear in there, Jules? You were closer to it than I was.
The big argument in the fight in there right now is that Gino and Jack McDonald are claiming that that's only a fall apiece. They don't count that last fall, although both referees says we count the fall. It is a fall, and Sandor Szabo and Dr. Lee Grable have won the match. Gino and Jack still continue to argue that it's only a fall apiece, inasmuch as the man on the outside of the ring was instrumental in the fall itself. So they're only counting a fall apiece, and their insistence is that the match continue on, that it shouldn't stop right there, that it's actually only a fall apiece, and they still didn't lose the match.
You know, I'd like to have some of these folks for witnesses for me when I had to go to court sometime, because believe me, they're really on Dr. Grable's side. They all stand and say, no, sir, he didn't push. They're telling the referees he didn't push.
Well, I kindly agree with you, Bill, because it did look to me like he did. However, Gino is very bitter about it. He says if Sandor Szabo and Dr. Grable ever put that one in their book, they got that they should feel like that they're Jesse James, because that was really robbery.
Well, I'll say this. Well, no matter how it finished, it was a great match to see. I thought that.
Looked like the Jack McDonald and Gino are just about to get into another argument with Sandor and Dr. Grable up there right now. Maybe we can get them catch them.
Let's try it out here. See what seems to be the complaint, man.
Listen, you know the complaint just as well as anybody else.
Turn around. Let the audience have a look at you here. You seem to be
Bill,
doing
listen.
Yeah, here.
I've wrestled here a lot of times, haven't I?
Yes,
You've
you
never
have.
heard me squawk on a decision when I've got beat.
Right.
I have never squawked.
That's right.
This one, the man pushed him like that.
Yeah.
And I went down and hit the back of my head. I have never squawked, no matter whether I win, lose, or draw. That's one thing I have never done. I never squawk. If I get beat, I get up and shake the man's hand.
I don't believe he does
And
squawk.
Jules will know that, too. I don't squawk, but something like that is a little bit raw. They let him get away with that. Why shouldn't they let us get away with it? That's all I've got to say.
I heard a few
We were
complaints.
stopped for doing it, Jack. I'm going to tell you, you're going to run me out of California if they keep that kind of stuff up. I don't mind it
Some
a
of the
bit.
people seem to think that there was a little...
Gino insists that it's only a fall apiece. He thinks the referee should allow the match to
Let's go
continue.
back and finish that last fall. That's right. They're just a fall apiece. He's got to break that up. That's no fall. That's no hold. That's no fall. That's right.
The referee.
Yes, you can.
Reverse the referee.
He did. He's seated there. Everybody's seated here. That's the people here. That's everybody here. Why don't you tell the truth?
I'm going to tell you. If the people was honest, they'd admit they saw it. If the people was honest, they'd admit it.
Everybody
They want to
forget
be better. Everybody.
Well, there they go. A little mad and a little unhappy.
Don't feel that, you see what I mean? Here's Sandor, Szabo, and Dr. Lee Grable.
Come on down. Let's see if we can get a word out of them. How do you feel about it?
Well, I don't know what they're complaining. They use all the all the dirty tactic. It's in the book. If it's a case that Dr. Grable took a little advantage of him, well, I think we deserve it because we was trying to wrestle clean. But if, however, they want to wrestle their last fall over, we'd be very glad to do it.
You would be
anytime.
glad to do it?
Yes, anytime.
Absolutely.
What about it, Doctor? Did you push or did he fall?
Well, there's a little controversy on this subject now.
A little, Doctor?
Yes.
Doctor, would you care to say a few thousand words about it?
Don't you, Sandor?
Well, yes, well, as I said, I know I was up in the air, and the next minute I know he was falling. Whatever has
Well,
happened.
you know you pinned the man anyway,
I
didn't you?
pinned him right in the middle of the ring,
Absolutely.
regardless what happened.
Doctor, did you push?
Well, as I said, there's a little
Controversial subject, the doctor says.
There's a little controversy on this, and mostly the belly aching is coming from Gino and from Jack Sockeye McDonald. I don't think that the public here is saying anything about it. They seem to enjoy that. Sure, they're well satisfied.
Let's pull the public.
Sure, ask the public what they have to say about
How do you think? Was it all right?
That's all you have to say.
If that was all right with the public, it's all right with us.
And say, by the way, those guys are squawking about a match right now. Well, how about next week? Would you like to see Szabo and I wrestle him next week here in this arena? How about that? Certainly.
All right.
If they don't think that we beat them fair and square, we'll give them another chance if they'd like to have
they
it.
want it.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen, for your well-chosen statements. That was well done. And don't forget, there's thrills and action aplenty from the Hollywood Legion Stadium every Monday night. Well, Jules, that about winds things up for the evening here.
Well, I believe it does, Bill. We've seen a lot of action here tonight. I don't know where you're going to go to find better action than you'll find right here at the Hollywood Legion Stadium every week, because the greatest wrestlers and the best conditioned wrestlers are always here ready to go. So if it's thrills and excitement you want, why, tune in with us from Hollywood Legion Stadium.
Yes, sir. And we'll be here in just 1 week with another exciting match for our fans, won't we?
That's right.
My friend Joe Strongbow and yours truly, Bill Welch. That wraps it up for tonight, but more action is coming your way 1 week from tonight, so long for now.